Well, it's kind of what it looks like. It asks you if you will press the button or not, but it gives you two different options, and every single time it gives you a one option, but it has a catch. And you can tell a lot about a person based on what they will choose when given a certain situation. For example, you can heal every type of disease, that's spelled wrong, for one person, but when you do it, someone else in the world chose randomly get the disease. Because whoever wrote this needs to work on their spelling, but so you can heal every type of disease from one person, but when you do it, someone else in the world chose and randomly gets the disease. See, here's the problem. I overthink a lot of things. I just like to overthink things. It's like when I see something, I'll constantly think about it, and I'll think about it until I have a definite answer. So if I say that someone had the flu, I can easily heal that person, but then somewhere else in the world someone gets the flu. That's not really all that bad because the flu is one of those things where it's a come and go thing. Like, it's not going to last forever, so I'll press it. 48% of pressed it, 52 did not. Um. I can't get rid of ads. I am sorry. Can't get rid of ads. Making that clear. Honestly, that's a bad dilemma. I will not. You get to teleport anywhere that you have been, but when you go to sleep on Friday, you wake up on Monday. That's skipping weekends. That's BS. That was split evenly down the middle, 50-50. But I'm not going to give up my weekends to be able to watch anime and type on my computer. I'm not giving that up, even if I can teleport to anywhere in the world that I've been. Besides, I don't travel much anyway. Where am I going to go? I mean, sure, I could go to St. Croix anytime I wanted, but it's not like I'm going to want to go there often or anything, so that's pointless. You get a beautiful cat with luxurious fur, but it will only let you touch it with your feet, never your hands. I mean, that's not so bad. I mean, I actually do that a lot with my cats because since my cats are persistent little bastards, they like to they like to annoy me and things when I'm doing something like eating or standing up and talking with people, so naturally I'll use one of my feet to pet them instead rather than like crouching down in the middle of a conversation and using my hands, so that's not so bad. Huh. 45 pressed it, 55 did not. That's interesting. I'll let that good. You can fly whenever and wherever you want, but when you land, you feel like you are stepping on tons of Legos. Okay, well there's a loophole right when I look at this. When you land, are you wearing shoes or what? Are you going to be wearing shoes when you fly, or are you just going to fly everywhere barefoot? Like, I'll do that because you can always just you can always just wear shoes and you won't feel anything. You'll just be stepping on weird things and there. That for some reason wasn't loading that well. That's a good dilemma. You can be any animal you want, but you can't change from an animal to a human again. I will not. I'd rather keep my humanity, thank you. 34 pressed it, while 66 did not. That's a bad dilemma. You're allowed to have as many children as you please with no faults, but every time you do, someone else you know dies. Well, that's stupid. It's like, look at my fifth child. Oh, I'm sorry, but your aunt died. It's like, what? Who would want that? It's like, you just had your fifth successful child. Well, guess what? Your aunt is dead now. Like, who wants that? No. Just, no. I, I don't. I just don't. 80% did not. Thank you. At least 80% of people are reasonable. It's like 20% of people are like, oh boy, as many children as you want. I don't care that my family is slowly going to die off. It's like, well, by the time you have like 10 children, your entire family's dead and you're not even 40 years old. Congratulations. It's a bad dilemma. You get the most beautiful voice on earth. You get the most beautiful voice in earth, but you become deaf. Huh. Huh. Um, I don't like speaking personally, so I will not. It's a bad. 75% did not. Okay. You wish you would have minty fresh breath for the rest of your life, but you could never have coffee, energy drinks, or other stimulants ever again. I already wake up without coffee anyway. Like I just get up and I rarely drink anything like Powerade or Gatorade or anything like that. Like I'm kind of addicted to ginger ale personally. Like ginger ale is really good for some reason. I got into it over the summer and now I can't stop having it. So I'm fine with this. I mean, minty fresh breath. Like if you have a relationship, that's gonna be awesome. So I'll press that. 52 have pressed, 48 did not. That is a good dilemma because that's a very small price to pay. When I say small price to pay, I mean very small price to pay. Your new best friend is a flying magical carpet who will never die and cannot be damaged in any way that needs space. You cannot eat any foods other than lemons with Tabasco all over it. Okay, so you basically become Aladdin, except that all you can ever eat is lemons with hot sauce all over them. What kind of trade-off is that? Like, honestly, what kind of trade-off is that? Hell no. That is a bad dilemma. 79% did not hit it. Thank you. What kind of dilemma was that? You gain the ability to instantly heal any sickness or disease. Every time you use your ability, your lifespan is shortened by 2 years. Hmm. 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 So, if you used this on every single person in the world who has Ebola, you'd instantly die, basically. Because you'd immediately get rid of your entire lifespan. And you wouldn't even be able to save everyone anyway. Wait. Instantly heal any sickness or disease, but it doesn't specifically say how many people would have that disease. So, if you just wanted to heal Ebola, it's like the entire world gets rid of Ebola. But would it come back afterwards or what? But then, so every time you use this ability, you lose 2 years of your life. So it's like you cured the world of Ebola as it is right now in present day. And if you're going to live to be, say, 105, boom, you live to be 103. That's a small price to pay, so I'll press that. 57% of pressed it, 43 did not. Interesting. Um, Dang it, I can't click or. You can bring back any one actor from the dead, but they cannot be in any more movies. I don't go to many movies anyway. I'm personally more of an anime and stay-at-home person, so I will not do that. I know very few people who I would actually want to bring back from the dead anyway, because I kind of hate everybody. So 37 did not hit the button. I'm gonna say that's a bad dilemma. You get the perfect girl. She looks, feels, and is amazing in every way. Well, that's okay. That's kind of creepy. It's like she looks amazing, feels amazing, and is amazing in every way. It's like that's kind of creepy. Why would you want her to feel amazing? That's really creepy. That but this only applies to you. To everyone else, she looks, feels, and smells horrible. Why would anybody be touching her? It's like, does everybody want to know how she feels or something? Like, what? That. Are you trying to make it sound like the world's a pervert? Because that's what I'm getting out of this. That's what I'm getting out of this. I'm not gonna press that because you're making F you. I just face palmed. I hit. I hit the outside the thing, and it counted as pressing the button. For the record, I hit the I will not button. That is a bad dilemma, and for the record, I meant to hit this button right here, but I hit outside, and that counted as me, and that counted somehow, and that counted as me hitting the button. Okay, just clearing that out of the way. You can create music and movies straight from your head with new technology that is free to you, but you will have to sacrifice either your sense of sight or sound. So you can create music and movies straight from your imagination with technology that is free to use by you. Except that to be able to do this, you would have to sacrifice your sense of sight or sound. So you'd have to be blind or deaf. That's kind of a crappy trade-off. So 72% people did not hit it. That is a bad dilemma. You will become homeless, but you will be truly happy for the rest of your life. No. I'd like to have a home, thank you. Even if I do, even if my life goes exactly the way I'd want it, I'd rather have a place to live, personally, and probably a cat. Probably a cat or a fox. One of those two. Because cats are lazy bastards like myself, and foxes are like the perfect combination of cat and dog, and they can run like hell when they want to. But they're super energetic, and I'm not really like that, so that might be interesting to have happen to me. So I'd like to have a home. That is a bad thing. You gain the ability to shapeshift into any animal form, but can never revert to a human form. There's too many of these. That is a bad dilemma. You can control animals with your mind, but when they are finished with your task, they attack you. What kind of attack are we talking about here? Like, do they attack you with love? Do they attack you with teeth and claws and strength? Like, what kind of attack are we talking about here? Because depending on the kind of attack, that's a big loophole. And why would you want to telepathically control animals? Like, who would want to do that? Like, would you force them to attack other people or something? Like, it's easy. It's easy enough to tame an animal, but if you're going to control animals against their will with your mind, that's just cruel. So no, I'm not going to press that. 50% did not. That's a bad dilemma. I don't know how other people interpret these problems, but that's how I interpret that one. Every single human will be rich, no more poverty, but Africa will be wiped out completely from existence. Well, now here's a question of, are you a snobby rich bastard or someone who cares for the poor? Huh. Um, I mean, I'm a caring person, even though if you met me in life, you wouldn't actually realize it at first, because my voice constantly sounds like how I'm talking right now, so you wouldn't know that I'm a compassionate person until you actually got to know me. And there goes my mouse flying off the screen like in a split second. Thank you. But I'm not gonna click that because that's no. 42% did not. Really? So every single so 58% of people want Africa to be and its inhabitants to be wiped from existence. Well, that's 58% of people who are sadistic bastards. Okay, that's a bad dilemma. Come on. I hate editing, so sorry if it'll just freeze randomly from time to time. It's just the website being weird. You will fall into the arms of the love of your life, but you will both die after 1 month passes. That's BS. No. And someone in the comments said, I've got so much left to do. Well, yeah, that's of course a bad dilemma. No one's gonna do that. I didn't even check the percentage on that one. That's my fault. Wonder if I can go back. Probably can't. You get the power to become invisible. Wonderful. But you can only do it as long as you are holding your breath and are naked. So what, you hold your breath in the shower and you become invisible or something? Or for some reason are at a nudist beach and you just breathe in and hold your breath and you just vanish from sight? It's a stupid ass way to use a power. That's stupid. Really? 53% of people want that. Alrighty then. Dairy Queen starts selling pizza, but Dairy Queen's pizza is so delicious. It says Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, Papa Murphy's, Little Caesars, CC's Pizza, DiGiorno, and all the other pizza companies out of business. I don't go to Dairy Queen whatsoever, so I'm gonna say no. I mean, I might go there for like a flamethrower chicken wrap or a flamethrower chicken sandwich, but otherwise, I just don't go there. So that's a bad dilemma. Microsoft will stop creating Windows, but Linus Torvalds will stop creating Linux. Um, I'm a I'm a for life Mac user, so that would put both of them out of business and putting Mac as the only gaming computer left. So I'm down with that. People are gonna get really pissed off at me, but hey, if I want to do Mac for life, even if I'm gonna even if I'm going to get even if I'm going to have to get a new computer someday, I'm going to get a Mac because I really like Mac over PC. Like, I've used a PC, our family one, and it runs like crap. Quite literally, it runs like crap. There's too many files on it, there's too much BS on it. It's not good. We've had it for how many years now? Like 6 or 7, and it's just really old, and we really badly need a new one, but there's too many files on it to remove and move on to our parents' computers, personal computers, so everything kind of sucks ass right now. Isn't that funny? So, crap, now people are gonna get mad at me for saying that I like Mac more than anything else. And so, me personally, I'm gonna say it's a good dilemma, but everyone else is gonna be like, that's a terrible dilemma. Why the hell would you want to do that to us? To us glorious master race PC users, yes. The hell kind of accent was that? I don't know. Natural resources of the Earth will never get exhausted, but humans will never meet aliens. Well, by natural resources, you mean like food, water, air, ozone layer, everything like that. They'll never run out. And that's glorious. And you know, if we did meet aliens, one of us would probably want to annihilate the other in a fiery hell. So I'm fine with that. 75% of people have pressed the button. That is a good dilemma. Thank you. You get to go backstage and meet your favorite musicians, but every time you listen to their songs after that, your life is shortened. Your life is shortened by 1 week. What? Every time you listen to their songs after that, your life is shortened by 1 week. So if I met in person the people of Imagine Dragons, and every time I listen to one of their songs after that, my lifespan is shortened by 1 week. It's not so bad, but I mean, if you listen to Shots on repeat for like 200 times, that's 200 weeks of your life down the drain, and a year is 52 weeks, so that's 50. Hold on. 200 divided by 52 equals 3. So that's 3. So that's like 3.84 years. So, damn it! For the record, I am in the 76% that did not. That's a piece of crap. That's a bad dilemma because you made me hit the thing I didn't want to hit. I hate you. You get unlimited tacos, but the rest of the world forgets what a taco is. I don't eat tacos, so I will not. Every day at school for lunch, I get a sandwich wrap. So I've never had a. Okay, that would be a lie to say that. Never mind. 72% of people have pressed the button, while 28% did not. So 20% of people don't want unlimited tacos. I've had a taco like once or twice in my life, so I'll say that's a bad dilemma just to make a lot of people happy because a lot of people really like tacos, and I don't get it. I really don't get why people like tacos so much, but okay. You live a perfect job, a good job, you live a perfect life, a good job, plenty of friends, and a soulmate who loves you dearly, but you have to live life as the opposite sex. Well, so question is, to live life when living life as the opposite sex, does that basically mean that you have to, like, if you're a guy, you become a girl before you get this perfect life, or after you get the perfect life? Which means that you basically just turned yourself and your wife into a lesbian. Huh. Huh. That's honestly difficult to answer. So you have the exact life you want, but if you're a guy, you have to live as a girl, and you're turning your soulmate against their sexuality in the process. Hmm. I mean, unless you fall in love with a lesbian, because then everything works out regardless of what gender you are. So, I mean, that's a loophole right there, but is that what you would want? Huh. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually gonna click this. 69% of people have pressed this button, ha ha ha, and 31 did not. I'm gonna rate that as a good dilemma. That's interesting. Again, with the freaking turn it to an animal, but you can't go back. I will not. Stop giving me this, please. That's a bad dilemma. Get on with it. Gabe Newell lovingly smothers your face. That's ew. That's disgusting. Portal 3 will never be released. I will not. That's disgusting. That's just really disgusting. That's ew. No. Please no. Hot chocolate is always just chocolatey enough. That's not a word. Or is it chocolatey? Is chocolatey a word? God, English is so weird. It's like you look at a word that's spelled as such, like the word chocolatey, but you think about it too hard. It's like, is that actually a word? I don't know. Is that a word? It's like you almost forget what is actually a word and what's not. It's weird how that works. It's the perfect ratio of cacao to marshmallow. It's spelled cocoa, personally, but your feet get really itchy whenever you drink hot chocolate. I mean, is the itching permanent, or does it only last as long as you're eating that chocolate? Because if you have like a personal foot massager or something to constantly scratch the soles of your feet, hold on, is it on the bottom of your feet or the top of your feet? Because top of your feet is not a problem, but bottom of your feet, God, that's just terrible. So I'm not gonna hit that. No, exactly 50-50. 11,490, 11,000, 11,498, and 11,381. Hmm. I'm gonna say that's a. Bread dilemma. That's a bread dilemma. Sure, why not? You will gain infinite power of all kinds, a god among men, but you have to defeat the powers that be in a sick rock off every 10 days to keep these powers. No missing it regardless of where you are at the time. You have to defeat the powers that be in a sick rock off every 10 days. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, so I'm gonna say no. I don't even know what that means. Someone in the comments said, do you really need godlike powers to be happy? I'd be happier if you made Hogwarts real and sent me an invitation even though I'm too old for a first year. Yeah, doesn't everybody wish they could live in the world of magic? Doesn't everybody? But we wouldn't know that it exists, because we're all muggles. Ooh. That's a bad dilemma. Considering I don't even know what the hell you were saying. You are a master thief and could steal anything you want without getting caught, but you will have horrible nightmares of everyone you steal from. How many people have stolen things as a kid? Like just taken a piece of candy from a store and eaten it without telling anyone, or like taking a toy from the store that's small enough to fit in your pocket, so you just like take it with you. Like you just take it with you even though you didn't actually pay for it or anything. So you can literally take anything. Like you could just walk into someone's house when they're there, pick up their TV and walk out with it, and no one will give a crap. But once you do, you're gonna have horrible nightmares of the people you took the TV from, and you're gonna probably feel guilt and return it. No. Again, 50-50, 1258, and 11,996. Hmm. That's a bad dilemma. So many bad dilemmas. Good God. You die immediately. Wait. Wait, what? Okay, that's kind of stupid. It's like, congratulations, you were just born. Nope, you just died. But guess what? You're now a guardian angel who's not even a 15-second-year-old. That's like, what can you possibly do if you're a baby guardian angel? It's like you're quite literally a newborn baby. When I say newborn, I mean, for all we know, the umbilical cord hasn't even been cut yet, so how can you do anything? No, that's just, how does that work? Yeah, comments, that'd get boring really, really fast. I think you have it backward. What's the downside, seriously? If that happened, it would prove Gov is real. Some people are saying that they don't like kids. A lot of people are saying they hate kids. Well, that's a bad dilemma for sure. But a lot of people don't like kids. You never lie again, but people don't know if you're lying or not, making people have major trust issues while speaking to you. I constantly have the same tone of voice, whether I'm being serious or sarcastic, so no one ever knows if I'm being sarcastic or not, or being serious with them. And that's how I like it. It's fun making people guess of whether I'm being serious with them or not, even if it pisses them off. I enjoy it. So, and there's plenty of instances where it's better to tell a simple lie than a painful truth. Congratulations to you if you watched that movie, and I will not. That is a bad dilemma. And I think I'm going to leave it here. We're right at half an hour. So, thank you for watching. You can play this along. I'll leave the link to the website in the description below. Have a nice day, I guess.